أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذ قال ربك للملائكة إني جاعل في الأرض خليفة قالوا وتجعل فيها من يفسد فيها ويسفك الدماء ونحن نسبح بحمدك ونقدس لك قال إني أعلم ما لا تعلمون وعلم آدم الأسماء كلها ثم عرضهم على الملائكة فقال أنبئوني بأسماء هؤلاء إن كنتم صادقين. قالوا سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. قال يا آدم أنبئهم بأسمائهم فلما أنبأهم بأسمائهم قال ألم أقل لكم إني أعلم غيب السماوات والأرض وأعلم ما تبدون وما كنتم تكتمون. وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس أبى واستكبر وكان من الكافرين. وقلنا يا آدم اسكن أنت وزوجك الجنة وكلا منها رغدا حيث شئتما ولا تقربا هذه الشجرة فتكونا من الظالمين. صدق الله العظيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you, Rida, for that beautiful recitation. And now for our welcome speech, we are inviting Mr. Feroz Mustafa, the NANMMA Vice President.
Thank you so much. Jazakallah khair. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. MashaAllah, such a good start and very energetic start as well. So first of all, I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the health and the safety that we are in. And I hope everyone associated with us have good health and safety. I also want to thank every member in the front line of the current crisis. So today, for a graduation student, we are in a unique situation. I think you probably would have heard this from every speech that you would have, that, we are at a pivotal point in history, that this is the first of a kind, that not being able to graduate in a proper way, and also in some cases not even being able to go to the school and socialize with the friends, right? So it's a tough situation. One thing that we can look forward is, we in Quran, we have a saying which says, with every hardship there comes ease, right? മലയാളത്തിലാണെങ്കിൽ തന്നെ ലൈക്ക് ഒരു എല്ലാ കയറ്റത്തിനും ഒരു ഇറക്കം ഉണ്ടെന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോലെ, this will be a start. I really think that this will be a start for many opportunities in front of you. I think and I hope and I pray that you would play a very pivotal role in the history to come, right? And I think you will have a big responsibility, and may Allah give you that opportunity to be first in many things to come in the future. So this is also, I think incidentally, the Quran, the situation also is pointing out the start of the creation of human being and the creation of the mankind. And also it is talking about the knowledge, right? So that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to us. So it's the right start from this point onwards. For NANMMA also, this is first of a kind. We are doing this for the first time, and inshallah, this will be a great program to have for the years to come. I also congratulate Dr. Munir and the education team for taking an initiative like this. and meticulously planning this event. He has at least reminded me 4 or 5 times, and despite all that, I ended up being in a car at this point in time. But mashallah, done a very good work, and looking at the speakers and everything that is said, simply I congratulate them, and Allah bless you for everything that you have done. So I first welcome all the delegates and the speakers and everybody who is taking part in this event. Thanks for joining, and looking forward to hear from you and have a very successful program. I also welcome all the friends and families that are here to support our graduates. Thanks for joining, and I welcome you to the program. Finally, this is all because of you guys. So I welcome every single graduate. We are really proud of you for your achievement, and we look forward to celebrate many of your successes in the future. And we want to be the base of it. And this is also a good initiation for NANMMA, where you are our future, right? And we want you to be our future, and we are looking forward for you to be in leading all these efforts as well. So without taking any more time, I welcome every single person to this event. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mustafa, for your welcome speech. അടുത്തതായിട്ട് ഒരു പരിചയമുള്ള പേരാണല്ലോ. I would like to invite my Uppa, Dr. Samad Puneri, who is NANMMA's NTC chairman, to give an introduction to NANMMA. So welcome.
Thank you, Nismi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. I want to take this opportunity again to congratulate all our 2020 graduates and their proud parents who are participating in this event. Once again, welcome all the keynote speakers and all participants to this NANMMA virtual graduation program. So many are new to this NANMMA events, especially our young graduates. So what is NANMMA is, NANMMA, if you translate, it's goodness to English. And here NANMMA is a network or platform of North American Malayali Muslims, which we launched in 2018. And we are now a registered non-profit organization in both US and Canada. We Malayalis have a very proud heritage, and we have been a role model to rest of India and the world due to our religious harmony, and especially our literacy rate and extending help to others. And my objective is use this platform to connect our families and future generations in US and Canada. And we serve as a social support system to provide this platform for our future leaders to extend, also excel the immigrant community here in US and Canada. As a national organization, we have some challenges in the beginning, like as a virtual organization, to know each other. It took some time for us from the inspiration idea to establish as a structured non-profit organization. Alhamdulillah, with a short span of time, NANMMA brand has established in North America and also back home. We have connected more than 1,000 families across North America, and we have representations from I think nearly 40 states in US and 7 provinces from Canada. And we were able to extend help during the last 2 years, like raising more than $600,000 US, and this included 350K for flood relief and the Rebuild Kerala project, which we executed in secular manner. That also included about nearly 50 housing projects we have executed successfully. And last year we have launched a non-scholarship program for the higher studies in Kerala, And we were planning to do an outreach program or tour program for our high school and undergrad students in Kerala. Unfortunately, the COVID has changed our plans for the 2020 programs. The new board of directors taken office about 3 months ago and have organized great programs during this trying times, and great program they have executed the Ramadan and following several other educational programs, which also include the summer camp. The first time about I think nearly 300 students participating that virtually, and for that many thanks to education program which is led by Dr. Munir and the current BODs organize such a great events, and also for this graduation program which really appreciated for this program. I'm not taking much time. Finally, I want to once again congratulate and convey my best wishes to our 2020 graduates, and may Allah Almighty be with you and His blessings on your future endeavors. And looking forward, you as Firoz said, all of us, we are looking on you and as a future leaders, and you can use our NANMMA platform to widen your network. Jazakallah khair. Thank you, Nismi and Ashiana. Back to you.
Thank you, Dr. Samad Baneri, for that introduction. And now I would like to invite Mr. Omar Sinaf for our presidential address. He is the NANMMA U.S. President.
Thank you, Ashiana. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Assalamu alaikum. May peace be upon you. Thank you, Samadika, for that beautiful introduction of NANMMA, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts for leading NANMMA from the front for the past several years. And you and your team have put a lot of sweat and blood in this organization and built it from the ground up. So thank you for that. And also a warm welcome from NANMMA Board of Directors to all of the panel, keynote speakers today. There are some familiar faces there: Dr. Moidin, Dr. Shelby, Reema, a good friend of ours, and also looking forward to know more about Dr. Suresh, Dr. Khaleel, and Mr. Musheer. Hopefully, we can get to know more of each other soon. But thank you for joining us on this very auspicious day, on a very beautiful weekend. It's our July 4th weekend for us here, so thank you for joining us here. And this day is all about our graduates. So I want to first of all personally congratulate each and every one of you, and to extend congratulations from NANMMA Board of Directors and the entire NANMMA family to you. You have worked hard to achieve this. You and your family have the right to be proud. This year, AD 2020, as Feroz and Samadika mentioned, will be remembered for a long, long time for obvious reasons. The class of 2020, which are you guys, also will be remembered too, because every time you say I graduated in 2020, there'll be a lot of follow-up questions and discussions around this time. So you are special too. But it's up to you graduates, define how you will be remembered, right? It's true that you're entering this next chapter of your life at a very difficult time. You might have made certain plans after graduation, whether to enter the workforce, whether to pursue higher studies, or to go backpacking around the world, right? Or just chill out at home. Suddenly, all of that might look daunting to you, right? Even just going to visit a relative has become difficult now. So, but my advice to you, for whatever it's worth, is to stay optimistic and be patient. This world is in a historic inflection point now, but I am confident that we'll get through this. If history is any indication, most people will bounce back pretty quickly from these kind of events. We have seen this time and again after natural disasters like tsunamis and floods and earthquakes. In fact, we had 2 major floods in our dear state of Kerala in the past 2 years. And those who have visited Kerala recently will know that, before COVID, of course, know that the state has built back pretty quickly. And same is true with man-made disasters like wars and economic recessions. So, personally, I came to US in 2000 and graduated in 2001 during right after 9/11. So it was a very difficult time in US during that time for a new immigrant to find a job. So we went through some difficulties, but nothing like COVID. I'm not comparing that. But what I'm saying is, human beings, like research and history shows that people have untapped reservoir of resilience that will get many of them through adverse situations. So, what I'm saying is, rather than delving too much deeply into this pandemic thing and the negativities around you, please focus on your short-term and long-term goals, right? Please continue to dream big and work hard to make it happen. To borrow the words of one of my good friends, his name is Ray Allen Pfaff. He's 83 years old. He's an inventor. He's my neighbor here. He invented the rotary die that makes the Johnson & Johnson Band-Aids and all that. So he invented that, 40, 50 years ago. He's 83 and still wakes up every morning, within in his mind planning to design something or invent something, right? And he always says, wake up early, work hard, and good things will happen to you, right? So I want to leave you with that. Thank you for listening. May God bless you with a happy and bright future. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sanaf, for your encouraging words. With that, I would like to next invite Mr. Mustafa KP, who is NANMMA's Canada President, for another presidential address. Welcome.
Oh, thank you very much for inviting me to this. Good afternoon. Namaste. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Honorable NANMMA NTC Chairman, Dr. Samad Poneri, distinguished guests and keynote speakers of today graduation ceremony, Dr. Moidin Mohiuddin, Dr. Shelby Kutty, Dr. Suresh Kumar, Dr. Khaleel Ashraf, Musheer Alambath, Mrs. Reema Shanavas, dear graduating students, office bearers of NANMMA, colleagues, friends. It is indeed an honor to be amongst you on this 2020 North American Malayali community graduation ceremony. Continuing to what Sinaf just said, I will not touch upon what he covered. I will be covering some other aspects so that at the outset, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate each and every one of our incredible graduates present here today, making the completion of your important milestone in respective academia. Graduation is a pivotal to moment in life for everyone. Looking back to my own academic days and graduation days with nostalgia, I can tell you it is the accolade of your hard work, perseverance, willpower, and commitment for the pursuit of knowledge and success. It is an accomplishment sure to be proud of. But graduation does not commemorate or celebrate the end of something. In fact, it is the mark of beginning, the beginning of the rest of your life on a foundation. Build your career with a vision and enjoy the fruits of it. Enjoy the bliss of giving back to the society, and that nurtures and growth and you maintains your sustenance. Imagine graduation as a climbing first branch of a big or large tree. You have now ascended to the next level of your life. You have many more branches to climb, conquer, and grab the fruits of that grand tree. While enjoying those fruits, let us not forget the people standing on the ground looking at you. Drop or share the fruits that you grab, and share it with the less fortunate. And you could not, and those who could not master to climb the tree, you learn to ascend. Empower them to climb after you, beyond you, and as a citizen of this world, set your goal high, be grateful, and say Alhamdulillah every walk of life for the guidance and support we receive from our surroundings and from our peers. That is what I meant by giving back to society. Not taking much more time, I'm summarizing my message to you that preserve, protect, and enrich the environment you inherited, and through collective efforts, pass on to the next generation. in a better way than what you inherited. On behalf of NANMMA, without extending any more time, I wish you good luck and excellence in life. Stay blessed. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mustafa Kutty, for that address. And now for our first speaker, we are inviting Dr. Moidin Mohiuddin. He was the ex-associate director of IBM Almaden Research Center in San Jose, California. Dr. Mohiuddin is a well-recognized expert in AI and machine learning. He received his BS in Electronics and Communication Engineering from NIT Trichy and MS and PhD degrees in Electrical Engineering and Computer Science from Stanford University. He was with IBM Research for most of his career and retired as the Associate Director of IBM Almaden Research Center in San Jose, California. He has won numerous awards from IBM for his technical and leadership contributions. Following IBM, he co-founded Score Data Corp, based in Palo Alto, California, to apply AI and ML techniques for financial and healthcare applications. He is the CTO of Score Data. He is a Life Fellow of IEEE, which is the highest technical recognition for electrical and computer engineers. He is a member of the Board of Trustees of the National University of Science and Technology, Oman. And now, without further ado, please welcome Dr. Moidin Mohiuddin.
Doctor, you're in mute. Dr. Mohiuddin, you are in mute. He's not hearing. Hello.
You are still on mute.
Okay, I called him. Somebody muted him, like organizer, somebody muted him. Please unmute him. So he is unable to unmute.
Oh, now I'm able to. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, somebody had muted me, so I was not able to unmute myself. So
sorry about that.
Assalamu alaikum, dear new graduates and all the participants in this call. Congratulations on your graduation. It has obviously taken a lot of hard work and discipline on your part. And your parents as well, and the family members and the NANMMA community are justly proud of your achievements. Now you are at the threshold of a whole new set of challenges and opportunities. So make the most of your challenges. Be bold and get involved in your communities and make a difference to the world. So I'd like to emphasize 2 points in my remarks. One is, get a mentor for yourself. Your parents have been guiding you throughout your high school or college education, but there are things, a mentor that you can relate with, that someone who had a similar experience as you, someone who had gone to college and high school in US or Canada and has similar experiences, and they can guide you and help you avoid the pitfalls that they may have fallen themselves into. And one thing I've seen among new high school graduates, you'll have to pick a major in college soon. And one tendency that I've seen is for them to pick what is cool or what's fashionable. For example, psychology or neurobiology. But you need to think about your aptitude for that field and the employment potential also. So these are the kinds of things a mentor can help you with. And also beyond your education, even your career, that relationship can be very fruitful. The second point is you are going to have to do lifelong learning, because the technology, the rapid advances in technology is making significant changes to the nature of work. If you look at work 10 years from now, it's going to be very different from what it is now. Whether you're a physician or an engineer or an attorney, the nature of work is going to change. And you have to keep up with the change by lifelong education. Fortunately, the internet and online education have made it much easier than what they used to be. So I will not dwell upon it more, and I want to congratulate you, and may Allah bless you in your efforts. I would like to make one point to the parents of new high school graduates. You know, they've been living with you and you've been very close to them. But once they get to college, they will want their independence. So you have to learn to let go of them, have their independence. And I learned it when my two children went to college. So good luck in your efforts, and Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mohiuddin, for your kind words and inspirational speech. It is truly appreciated. With that being said, it's my honor to invite Dr. Shelby Kutty next. Dr. Kutty is the Director of Taussig Heart Center, Director of Pediatric and Congenital Cardiology, and the Helen B. Taussig Endowed Professor at Johns Hopkins School of Medicine. He serves as Chair of Cardiovascular Analytic Intelligence Initiative and holds appointments at the Bloomberg School of Public Health. With more than 250 peer-reviewed publications, Dr. Kutty is widely recognized expert in the cardiovascular imaging. Trained in healthcare management at Harvard and Wharton, he has distinguished himself as an innovative and effective leader. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Kutty onto our platform next.
Dr. Shelby, you are on mute. You have to
Maybe
unmute.
the administrator has to unmute him again.
Dr. Kutty, you're on mute.
Ajmal, can you unmute all speakers?
No, actually, he only can unmute himself. So he has a mute button. It's the Google policy. Like only the person can unmute himself.
Yeah, he's unmuted now. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's okay, Dr. Shelby.
Nismi, that was so kind and generous. Many thanks to NANMMA and in particular Drs. Munir and Poneri for inviting me. And special thanks to Google Meet Help Center for setting me up with a beauty filter and making me look good. Greetings, graduates and loved ones. I'm sure you didn't expect this celebration to occur via video chat. But remember, these circumstances are not a reflection of your amazing achievements. You are persevering. A couple of centuries ago, I was 13 years old, living in Kochi with my parents. It was summer vacation, and all I wanted that day was a brand new cricket bat so I could go and play with my neighborhood friends. Now, the thing about me those days was that I was the most impatient individual you would ever meet in your life. If I wanted something, I wanted it right then and there. I'd fixate on some aspect of my life that was lacking, and I wouldn't stop obsessing until I got what I wanted. I remember approaching my mother during her work and asking her for money so I could purchase that bat. In my head, there was nothing that could please me besides this bat. My mother didn't agree, saying that she couldn't come up with that money and that I had to wait. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. What followed was a stream of words that I wish I could take back today. You don't understand anything. You are the worst mother ever. I hate you. I stormed out of the building and hopped onto my bicycle and pedaled away as fast as I could. There I was, weaving through the auto rickshaws and past the buses. I was consumed by a barrage of thoughts surrounding the altercation. Nobody was paying attention to me. They weren't paying attention to what I needed. I don't need them. I'll figure it all out on my own and show them they were wrong. And still, the most potent and downright annoying thought in the back of my head was, damn, I shouldn't have said that to my mother. I was pedaling and thinking and cursing all who didn't believe in my future cricket career. I was in the middle of committing yet another traffic violation when I looked up, and boom, I had struck an electrical pole on the side of the road head first. When I came to an hour later, I was in the emergency room receiving 6 stitches across my forehead. I had simply 2 thoughts then. A, that electrical pole came out of nowhere. And B, God, I wish I was wearing a helmet. You see, as humans, we tend to be completely absorbed by our own lives. We typically have a one-track mind. What's the best course of action for me and my loved ones? It's biological. It's how we survive. We sometimes get so consumed by what's going on in our personal lives that we forget there's an entire world around us. Individuals with entirely different expectations and experiences and struggles and strengths. Then every once in a while, something totally unexpected, far out of left field, flies in and disrupts our life. Sends you reeling. There are going to be these electrical pole crashes, these shocks. This global pandemic is the worst one I have seen in my life. As a physician leader, I am seeing how COVID-19 has unveiled the weaknesses in our current healthcare system. I've seen how it has hindered us from delivering optimal care. On top of this, it's not only the safety of our patients we have to worry about. We have to worry about our own safety and the safety of our colleagues. The one thing that has really inspired me during this time is the courage and compassion I've seen in my colleagues. As a team, we are taking this as an opportunity to look at avenues for improvement and to rectify some of our shortcomings. When there are the very real world issues surrounding systemic racism and oppression, instead of trying to make the best of the situation for ourselves, we should practice tenacity and determination. Make the world better because you can. This is a time to promote safety and well-being, to set policies to protect ourselves moving forward, and to take care of each other. Graduates, I want you all to challenge the status quo. Life is about more than what goes on in our immediate surroundings. These degrees you have earned are preparing you all for the big world we live in. This education you have received is a faith in a better future, so use it well. Life is about more than just surviving. It's the striving to make the world better than how you left it. Remember that you are a human being, not a human doing. You are essential to creating change and mitigating the vulnerabilities in our current systems. And if you were to ask 13-year-old me back then in the emergency room, sans cricket bat, if I expected to be working in America with a wife, 3 kids, a fulfilling job, and a happy life, I'd probably say you're insane. Life is unpredictable like that. Absorb the world around you, take it in for all that it is, and then make it better. And while you remain vigilant against any injustice you witness and live a life rich with meaning, it's important to be patient. Fight the long battles, even though they are the hard ones. Be present in our world. Feel all the feelings and still persevere. But don't forget a helmet. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Shelby Kutty, for those encouraging words. And now for our next speaker, we are inviting Dr. Suresh Kumar. Dr. Kumar is a research professor at National Institute of Health. Dr. Kumar has completed his MSc and PhD in biotechnology from Cochin University of Science Technology, India, one of the premier institutes in Kerala. Dr. Kumar completed his postdoctoral training in Tufts University, Boston, University of Pennsylvania in the field of melanoma and cancer stem cells. After his postdoctoral training, Dr. Kumar was serving as a faculty member at Penn State University, Harrisburg. Dr. Kumar had made outstanding contributions in the field of cancer biology and stem cell biology. Dr. Kumar and his colleagues discovered hair follicle stem cells, and most recently, he discovered a novel drug combination for neuroendocrine malignancies. He is an editorial board member of JBC, Journal of Biological Chemistry. And now we welcome Dr. Suresh Kumar.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable President of NANMMA, Dr. Omar Mustafa, and NANMMA Education Program Director, Dr. Abdul Munir, respected keynote speakers, and my dear friends and students. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the young graduates. I express my sincere gratitude to the organizing committee of NANMMA for providing me an opportunity to participate in this program. It's a wonderful program. And I would like to personally thank Dr. Abdul Munir for inviting me to give a brief talk on the virtual graduation program. In 1984, R.L. Smith wrote an article in Science magazines, "In the Dark Side of Biotechnology." And he was mentioning about the biotechnology may leads to the biological weapons and bioterrorism and vanishes human population on Earth. And today we are living through in the dark side of biotechnology, an invisible enemy of human. It stopped the clock of the world. The coronavirus took away lives of millions, and infection rates are exponentially increasing every day. And we are facing the tough situation in our lifetime. The genetic manipulation of genomes of virus had created the cameras and knowingly or unknowingly released into the environment and started the current pandemic. We have to survive and living along with the coronavirus until we get a proper medicine and vaccines, but those are underway. However, we cannot ignore the bright side of the biotechnology. Advances of molecular biology and biotechnologies are underpinning many unsolved biological problems, and it leads to the modern medical technologies. I am working in the field of cancer biology and fortunate to work with many scientists and many professors in the United States. We are related to cancer. So one way we are related to the cancer, our friends or relatives are affected with this deadly disease. Different types of cancers are there, and we have to survive. So I am not going to my area, but I wish all the best for the current graduate students, and the opportunities are there for you in many places, and especially in NIH, there are a lot of programs. I wish you have to apply for there, and you can bring your future, bright future over there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kumar, for your kind and inspiring words. Your presence and time is truly appreciated. With that being said, next I would like to invite Dr. Khaleel Ashraf. Dr. Ashraf is the Medical Director in the Hematology and Oncology Department in Hospice Services of Alabama. He is the Consultant Hematologist-Oncologist at Brookwood Baptist Health Systems. He is also the Principal Investigator at Central Alabama Research. He has been selected as one of America's top oncologists by Consumer Research Council of America multiple times. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Ashraf at this time.
Dear graduates of NANMMA, congratulations. A common question young people get asked is, what do you want to be when you grow up? When the world moved relatively slowly, that was a reasonable question to be asked of a young person. However, in these times when both the good and the bad moves at an exponential pace, a better question should be, what problems do you want to solve when you grow up? In 20 years, as Dr. Mohiuddin already explained, many of the jobs that exist today may disappear or be different, and new jobs may emerge that do not exist, nor have even been imagined today. We spend much time learning about our past, but very little time anticipating the future. However, it is the future that holds the key to happiness and sustainability of our planet and our own happiness, because we are going to live in our future. And you have a lot of future ahead of you. And I hope you'll be prepared to tackle the problems of 21st century more than the current generations. As Shelby, who is a good friend of mine, already explained, we have not done very well, including what is happening right now. Be on the lookout for changes and challenges. Humanity always faces them both, but the pace of change itself is accelerating. Education and examination still value our ability to answer questions. But we are living through an inflection point in human history when machines are getting better than us in answering questions. However, what is uniquely human and yet cannot be replaced by machines is our ability to be curious and ask interesting questions. Moreover, challenges become opportunities when you can ask the right questions. For example, global warming is a huge challenge. But when you ask, can we reverse engineer chlorophyll to create cheap, plentiful, and clean energy? The same challenge has the potential to be transformed to a huge opportunity. So being challenged is the greatest education a young person can face, and the earth you're inheriting is facing incredible challenges at every imaginable level. And what used to be extremely rare, black swan events are now becoming commonplace. But as a Chinese proverb rightfully said, better to light a candle than curse the darkness. I know you all will become such candles to fight many dark clouds facing humanity. Remember also that sometimes humanity's best moments coincide with when the world appears to be going through its worst of times. For example, the foundational theories of quantum mechanics, the bedrock upon which our modern technological progress is built, was discovered by a small group of dedicated young people working in the middle of two worst wars in human history and the Great Depression. That progress did not happen by accident or fate. It was the result of people just like you who made a commitment they would contribute to our shared mission of propelling humanity forward. Let today be a celebration day, but also a day of reflection and gratitude. Dedicate at least 10 minutes of your time to the challenges you have faced so far and how you reacted to them. Truth be told, all of you will face many more challenges and difficult choices in the future too. And often there is neither an easy way to overcome them nor to choose the perfect path forward. When you face such folks in life, take pause and reflect. And while elders may appear out of touch to many young people, when it comes to life's hard decisions, do seek their counsel. It is indeed true that we learn from our mistakes and life itself is the greatest teacher. But learn from older people in your life too, so that you do not have to make the same mistakes they made. Life is too short to learn all we need to learn by making our own mistakes. And let us practice kindness. As students of NANMMA, which literally means goodness, you already know this. Be kind to others, as I'm sure you are taught from a young age. But do not forget to be kind to yourself. Of course, please do all the things you want, like seek more education, get a job, travel, be rich, marry, be rich and famous, fall in love, climb a mountain. But whatever else you're doing, practice kindness. And the simplest way to be kind to yourself is to find what makes you truly, deeply happy. Not the momentary happiness that accompanies from acquiring a trinket, but the kind of happiness that makes you feel glow inside, elevating your mind to a higher level of contentment and fulfillment that lasts. I thank the organizers for allowing me to speak with such a great group of students with an amazing and exciting future ahead. I wish you all many more days like today when your hard work, discipline, and intelligence will be celebrated. Congratulations and best wishes to all of you and your proud parents. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ashraf. We appreciate your inspirational words. And now for our next speaker, we have Mr. Musheer Alambath. Mr. Musheer Alambath is a senior manager within Enterprise Risk Consulting Practice of Ernst & Young. He is a global finance professional with both industry and consulting experience in the financial services industry. Prior to joining EY, he was a vice president at a large global bank, leading internal audit teams across multiple geographies. Mr. Alambath is a Sloan Fellow and has an advanced master's degree from the Stanford Graduate School of Business. He is a certified public accountant and certified internal auditor. He currently serves on the board of IIA Toronto chapter and has served as a member on the board of Global IIA. Mr. Alambath has given a TEDx talk on the impacts of blockchain on financial services and banking. He is passionate about empowering people through education to create a positive impact on the lives of disenfranchised people. He is also a NANMMA delegate from Toronto, Canada. Now join me in welcoming Mr. Musheer Alambath.
Thank you, Ashira, for the kind introduction. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2020. Their proud parents, families, friends, and all of you who've joined here today to celebrate this amazing achievement. It is an honor to be here as we celebrate this special day. And it's exciting to see this group of graduates, both high school and college graduates, with inspiring plans in fields of medicine, engineering, law, and technology. And that too in such unique circumstances where there is fear around us. Fear from a growing pandemic and its consequences, which has changed the way we live and interact with people. Fear of discrimination based on the color of your skin, based on the faith you follow, and based on values you hold. Fear for our planet, which is at risk due to climate change and global warming. These fears exist around us, and each one of us would have a certain fear in us. When a few years back, I had to quit my job to pursue a full-time graduate program, I was fearful for the unknown. Even after graduation, not knowing what the next steps would be, I was fearful at that point as well. I was fearful when my career took me to different cities, about 7 cities in a few years, along with my family, where my kids had lived in more cities than their age, and they're slowly catching up now. We all would go through these fears, small and big, at different points in our life. But what would help us overcome these fears is our belief. Our belief in our faith and God. Belief that an eternal power exists to support us and guide us. Belief in yourself, that you're created for achieving greatness in life. And you can achieve success if you're dedicated and passionate about it. And finally, the belief that your parents, your family, your friends, and community has on you. These beliefs will help you conquer your fear that comes in front of you. And as you take your next step, make your choices based on your dreams and aspirations, and not let fear come in between. I would like to end my talk here with a quote from Nelson Mandela, who said, "There's no passion to be found playing small in settling for a life that is less than the one you're capable of living." Congratulations again, graduates, and wishing you the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alambath, for your inspirational speech. Next, I would like to invite Mrs. Reema Shanavas. Love to see a representative of the Penpada. She is a high school algebra teacher from Lakelands Park Middle School in Maryland. She graduated from Northwestern University. So please join me in welcoming Mrs. Shanavas at this time.
Assalamu alaikum. Looks like we're getting a lot of feedback. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Hang on. I was getting a lot of feedback. All right. Are we good? I can't seem to hear myself. All right. All right. Assalamu alaikum. I want to start by congratulating each and every graduate here today. I'm truly honored to be a part of your day. Since the moment I was agreed to speak, my husband and children have seen me struggle with coming up with my message. I stressed over having something worthwhile to say and saying it eloquently enough to be worth 5 minutes of your time. Public speaking takes me far out of my comfort zone, and my family had to endure my distracted mood as I pondered what my message would be. Each member of my family tried to pitch in to help out. My husband kept saying, just think of a theme and stick with it. It's just 5 minutes. Right. Seemed easy enough, but what was that theme that would be useful for each of you, whether you earned your high school diploma or your bachelor's or master's degree? So many ideas swirled in my head as I tried to come up with my message to you. As the day came closer to this graduation program and my stress level heightened, my son asked, if you don't have anything to say, why did you agree to speak then? My answer to him helped me realize the message I have for you all. Why did I agree to speak? Even though it takes me so out of my comfort zone, I agreed to speak because NANMMA was looking for a woman on the slate of speakers today and they didn't have one. Even though I didn't know if I had any words of significance to share, I knew there needed to be a female representative. When I went to the NANMMA website, I found my theme waiting for me. It says, our fingerprints on the lives we touch never fade. Be the change. Although I've never met most of you, I was able to see your profiles and the multitude of activities you all have been and continue to be a part of. I don't have time here to mention all the amazing things you all have done during your educational journey, but each of you have been a part of personifying the NANMMA message. Our fingerprints on the lives we teach never fade. Be the change. As Malayali Muslim Americans in North America, in every classroom you've entered, every athletic competition you've competed in every meeting you've been a part of, you were likely a minority. Just by being there, you were being the change. By showing up, you allowed someone to see that we Malayali Muslim Americans are positive and important elements of the North American community. Just by being there, you showed someone that our voice should be heard and our skills valuable. As a member of the class of 2020, you are also a minority by being the first and inshallah last class to complete this leg of your journey virtually. The phrase, unprecedented times. 4 months ago, we probably heard this phrase used for the first time, and now we hear those words used so often that they've almost become cliche. But during these unprecedented times, you found a way to keep learning to reach your goals. It was no easy task to transition from daily in-person interactions in the classroom to virtual lessons using platforms that had never been tried before. Nonetheless, you all rolled with the punches and came out standing. Back in March, when we all began social distancing and staying at home, we all wondered how we'd handle things as our lives came to a grinding halt. All the plans you had to celebrate and honor your hard work got canceled or changed one by one, and that undoubtedly came feelings of disappointment. However, once we kept a couple of days or weeks letting the change in our lives sink in and become our new normal, we began to see so many beautiful, creative ways people started to be the change. People making masks for frontline workers who needed them, coming together to find food, provide food for people with food insecurity, or finding ways to connect with vulnerable members of our communities who are isolated. These are just a few of the ways that you touch people's lives, even though a physical touch can now be dangerous. Quarantine and social distancing could have been a convenient excuse to stick with the status quo, but that wasn't the case. The conversation for racial equality was reopened and the movement to demand it has begun. Protests open the conversations, and now through social media, conversations with friends and conversations with community leaders, the change toward racial equality is moving forward. Continue to be a part of those conversations and any others that will contribute to necessary change in your communities, no matter how small of a difference it seems to make, and even if you have to move outside of your comfort zone like I did. So in conclusion, as you move forward, remember to be the change wherever you go and whatever you do. Strive to make a difference, no matter how small. I'll end here with a few verses translated from the Quran, that man can have nothing but what he strives for. that fruit of his striving will soon come in sight. Then will he be rewarded with a reward complete. This comes from Surah Al-Najm, verses 39 to 41, using the translation of Yusuf Ali. No matter what you do from here on out, know that your efforts have been seen and will be rewarded. Continue to strive to be the change. Once again, congratulations on all of your accomplishments, and inshallah, I look forward to hearing about many more.
Thank you, Mrs. Reema Shanavas, for your inspiring words. And now to introduce our graduating students, we invite Dr. Mohammed Munir, our NANMMA Education Program Lead. He is a scientist and assistant professor at JFK Neuroscience Institute, Hackensack Meridian Health, JFK University Medical Center in Edison, New Jersey. Please welcome Dr. Mohammed Munir.
Thank you, Ashiana and Nizmi, for introducing me. Ms. Nizmi Ponari is a medical student at West Virginia University, and Ms. Ashiana Ahmad is a high school student at South Brunswick, New Jersey. Also, I am very thankful to Dr. Mohiuddin, Dr. Shelby Kutty, Dr. Suresh Kumar, Dr. Ashraf, Mr. Musheer Alambath and Mrs. Reema Shanavas for delivering very, very inspiring speech. Assalamu alaikum all. Good afternoon. I am truly honored and privileged to conduct this program because some of our students' parents approached me and shared their discontent about the current COVID situation in which the graduation program is unable to conduct in its regular way. Though this program is not an alternative to a regular graduation ceremony, I hope at least our students and parents will be very happy after this program. I'm not extending because we don't have much time. We have here 23 students, 16 from US and 7 from Canada, 10 high school students and 13 are college or university students. All our students are very vibrant and smart, and they already received several awards and special achievements. My duty is to introduce them to you with the details of their school, college, and course and their achievements. I will read students' name. Actually, it is in alphabetical order. You will see the student's picture on the screen when I introduce them. I request Ashiana, please open the PowerPoint file. Okay, our first student is Afra Hanan Nirar. She graduated from Dominion High School and Academies of Loudon. She lives in Sterling, Virginia. She got several awards: Girls Scout Gold Medal, Captain of School Marching Band. She received a black belt in Silent Martial Arts, silver medal in Singapore Open Martial Arts, part of Senate Women Leadership Program, and she is a member in National Honor Society. I congratulate Afra Hanan Nirar. Our next student is Aisha Kharidat. She graduated from Obra D. Tomskin High School, Katy, Texas. She's a registered dental surgeon, dental assistant. She's a certified CPR and BLS. She's a member of National Honor Society, president of Muslim Student Association, secretary of Health Occupational Students of America, and she is very good in baking, piano, and guitar. Alina Harris, our next student, she graduated from Skyline High School in Sammamish, Washington. Her main achievements or honors: she is a president of mock trial team at the district level and state level. She is chair of the city youth board, and her dream is actually becoming a lawyer and later a judge. Our next student, Amil Taha. Amil Taha graduated from Anderson Center Regional High School, Flemington, New Jersey. He received black belt in Taekwondo martial arts and is a member in high school robotics team. Next, Aisha Shahjahan. She graduated from Houston Quran Academy, Houston. She lives in Katy, Texas. She is one of the top in the high school. Next one is Aisha Pujakara Illat. She graduated from DuPont Manual High School, Louisville, Kentucky, and she received 2018 Intel International Science and Engineering Fire finalist, and she is a 2019 American Junior Academy of Science Fellow, 2020 American Invitational Mathematics Examination qualifier, 2020 National Merit finalist, 2020 University of Louisville guaranteed entrance to medical school scholar. She is very good in debate. Next our student is Jasna Jalal. She graduated from Coast Early College High School, Humble, Texas. She is in one of the top in first 3 in the class, student body vice president. She received 4 Driving Dreams scholarship, and she got several awards: Q-Letter Scholar, Service Leadership, Student Council, Multicultural Club, and she's a school volleyball dance group member. Our next one is Musheer Alambath. He graduated from Sperry High School, Marietta, Georgia. He served as president of National Honor Society, and he received 4H Emerging Leader Award, and he is very good athlete and a dancer. Next one, Naba Yasir. She graduated from Parkway High School, Baldwin, Missouri, and she's a member in National Honor Society, and she's Young Scientist Program, Washington School of Medicine, president of Empowering Muslim Youth, and she is very good in singing, violin, drawing, and painting. Our next, Nadia Nazar. She graduated from Eastern Technical High School, Baltimore. She is a Coca-Cola Scholar winner in 2020, co-founder, executive director, and art director of Zero Hour, a youth-led climate organization, and she got Presidential Award of Academic Excellence. So these all are high school students. Next time, going to read all about like university or college students. The first one is Anas Muhammad. He graduated from Moork Park College in Moork Park, California in computer science. He lives in Los Angeles, and he is in first place in Inter-Masjid Islamic Quiz competition. Next one is Nadia Nasim. She graduated in Civil and Environmental Engineering from Houston, Texas. Nazaha Aslam Sheriul next. She graduated from University of Texas at Dallas in BS degree in Arts and Technology. She graduated with a magna cum laude merit. Next one is Aisha Naushad. She graduated interdisciplinary medical science degree, Florida State University, Tallahassee, Florida. She lives in Atlanta, Georgia. She graduated with the summa cum laude honors, and she is very good in Islamic painting, calligraphy. Actually, I invite Aisha and Naushad for talking about like a few words about our college experience. Please, Aisha.
Hello, can everyone hear me? Assalamu alaikum, hope everyone's well. My name is Aisha, and like I said, I just graduated from Florida State University with my interdisciplinary medical science degree. I'd like to first congratulate all of the 2020 graduates. This is a time where we celebrate our accomplishments and all of our hard work that we've done so far to get where we've come. I really do think this is something that we really need to savor. And I think graduating from any sort of institute, whether it's high school, college, master's degree, medical school, this is something that we keep for the rest of our lives, and this is an accomplishment. For all the high school graduates, I was in your place like not long ago, about 3 years ago, and I remember feeling that excitement of starting a new journey towards college, as well as feeling nervous. Since I was also an out-of-state student, I felt nervous about leaving the comforts of my home. But the biggest advice I can give all of you is really, really take college as a vessel to grow. College is an experience that has really helped me grow in not just an educational sense, but as well as figuring out my own values and my own passions and interests by getting involved. So yeah, my biggest advice is when you enter college, inshallah, really see the opportunities your university has for you and get involved in anything that sort of aligns with your values and your passions. I got involved with MSA, which is the Muslim Student Association, and a few other organizations like pre-med organizations and student government. I also got involved with the community there just to get myself more comfortable in that university atmosphere. But again, the best of luck to everyone entering a newer stage in their life. Inshallah, I hope all the best for all of you. And yeah, it was really nice meeting everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Aisha Naushad. So next, our NANMMA Youth Empowerment Director, Masood Al-Ansar Abdul Salam. He graduated from Kennesaw State University, Georgia, in computer science. He is from Atlanta, Georgia. He is Vice President of Student Empowerment 2018-19, and he presented a research paper at National Conference for Undergraduate Research. Actually, Masood has some words to share with us. I'm inviting Masood Al-Ansar, please.
Everyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Right. I only have 2 minutes, so I'm just going to keep it real short. Thank you to the education group for organizing an event like this for us, and thank you for all the speakers who have made time for us. First things first, congratulations to all the graduates who are attending this event. I know we have made it. By the way, I'm Masood Al-Ansar, and I'm the current youth director of NANMMA USA. So after going through 4 years bundled with wonderful experiences and memories, our college graduates are now preparing for jobs and most probably graduate studies. And our high school graduates are actually preparing for college. Now, we all know that we are in a state of excitement and expectation, and it is pretty high. But our hope is pretty much very strong, and it is stronger than ever before, even though we are in the middle of a pandemic. So for all the people who are feeling the weight and pressure of life on you, my advice is take it easy. I know we have all huge aspirations and goals, but understand that your whole life is ahead of you. Yes, you have to work hard when you need it, but at the same time, you also have to rest when you need to. You also have to enjoy when you need to, because our life is what we make of it. And as a wise man once said, life is too short to waste on regrets. So graduates, each and every one of you has the potential to change the world for better and leave a legacy, but do it at your own pace and at your own time. So as we have finished a very important phase of our life, just remember, this is just the beginning. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best for your future.
Thank you, Masood. So next, Shamir PDL, Shamir KM. He graduated from Harvard University in Master of Medical Science in Global Health Delivery. He is from Boston, Massachusetts. So he has MPH, Master of Public Health, Wellwood Medical College, and worked in clinical nursing as a consultant or as a scholar in government project and academia. So Musheer has some important things to share with us. Shamir has some experience he has to share with us. So I invite Mr. Shamir, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you so much, and it is a great day indeed. Wonderful celebrations going on. So I just graduated from the Harvard Medical School from the Masters in Global Health Delivery program. I am currently at Houston and working with the Houston City Health Department on COVID-19 initiatives. So here in Houston, stage 1 advisory, and back in Boston, Boston is almost ready to reopen. So that's about the way public health, how it is managing in the United States. So talking about, I'm genuinely from India, from Thrissur, and purely a Malayali. I had no connections in the United States other than the NANMMA, and first time in the US. So very happy for NANMMA and all other graduates, those who made it happen. So specifically talking about India, there are a lot of structural issues going on. So my biggest aim is to improve the quality of life and uplift the people from the poverty cycle. Like millions of people in India and emerging markets are dealing with the poverty and other social structural issues. And we live in a democratic world where everything is completely monitored and tracked with or without the intervention or awareness of the common people. So we have to fight for the social equity, social justice, and accessibility to the healthcare. Today, I had a chat with one of my friends back in Todupura. She told me, like in the United States, thousands of people lost life due to the COVID-19. She couldn't believe. So that's the pathetic situation going across the globe. So we want to make a greater impact in the society, and we are ready to move on. So thank you so much for honoring us.
Thank you, Shamir. So next, I'm reading all about Canada students. We have 7 Canada students in my list. So all are college or university students. First one is Fazil Abdu. He is actually a NANMMA Secretary, Canada Wing. So he graduated from La Salle College, Montreal in operation and production. So he lives in Montreal, Quebec. So next one is Mohammed Sinaj. He graduated in IBM from Mohawk College, Hamilton. So he lives in Hamilton, Ontario. So third one is Muhammad Hafiz. He graduated in automation and robotics engineering from Sentinel College, Toronto, Canada. Shajal Jamal, next student, he graduated in mechanical engineering technician from Sheridan College, Brampton, Ontario. So Muhammad Faisal, fifth student from Canada, he graduated in postgraduate diploma in robotics and industrial automation from Conestoga College, Ontario. So sixth one is Muhammad Ranis. He graduated in Masters in Manufacturing Engineering from McMaster University, Ontario. So Muhammad Ranis has some words to share with us. So I invite Muhammad Ranis, please. Ranis, I'm inviting Muhammad Ranis. He's not hearing.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum everyone. First of all, thank you, Nana, thank you, Munirka, for considering all the student community and inviting us to be a part of this graduating ceremony. Alhamdulillah. Also in this unprecedented times, and also to all the keynote speakers for motivating us. Of course, universities and colleges helps you a lot in preparing to be a part of the future workforce. And I think apart from learning academics, universities are also a platform to explore yourself. And one of the best way to do that is through extracurricular activities and team building. I remember myself being a very shy person during my initial days of the bachelor studies, and also skipping orientation day when I joined the student chapter. Though I was not very sure at all how I am going to perform in that organization, I still decided to stay in the student chapter and learn whatever I can until they remove me of something. But then by being an active member of the team, and I could get away with all the shyness and gain a lot of confidence in a very short span of time. And Alhamdulillah, during my final year, I had the opportunity to lead the student chapter. It was actually a realization that it is really important to learn how to face the challenges and find out what you are really capable of, and that it all starts with you. Once again, I take this opportunity to thank NANMMA for making me a part of this, and also congratulate all the students in achieving this great milestone. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you, Ranis. So our last student is Safwan Paraptu. He graduated in Global Hospitality Business Development from Seneca College, Toronto. Safwan has some experience to share with us. I'm inviting Safwan Parappu, please.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It's me, Safwan Parapil. Speaking of my experience, it's been a year since I moved from Calicut to Toronto. So I would say, alhamdulillah, with all the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm having a wonderful life. And the reason behind is because, indeed, in the beginning, in the starting stage, every international student do have certain difficulties to get settled over in new life, to get a new job, new accommodation. But with having few friends and with joining some Kerala communities, alhamdulillah, I'm so lucky over here. So I would like to advise my brothers and sisters over here to be a part of such community, whether it's local or international, and engage with people, get your network size bigger. And speaking of my academic life, I would say, to be honest, I'm just an average student. So this complete shift over from Indian education system was a big headache for me. So I try to ask questions with professor continuously, make things clear. Alhamdulillah, things were much better. So I'm not talking much more. Well, on behalf of myself and on behalf of fellow graduates from Canada, I would like to thank NANMMA for organizing this wonderful event at this situation. Thanks a lot. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you, Safwan. So that's all about our students. Actually, we have a plan to distribute a certificate and an award to each student through US mail. So once again, I congratulate all students and I wish them very successful future. Let's move to our last step. Now I am inviting NANMMA Program Director, Mr. Muhammad Kunyu, for delivering vote of thanks. So I'm utilizing this opportunity to thank Kunyubai for his all logistic support and guidance for all NANMMA events. I'm inviting Kunyu for delivering vote of thanks.
Thank you, Munirka. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you guys can hear me well. So I take this opportunity to thank our keynote speakers. They took time to come and give us a wonderful speech within short notice. And also, I would like to thank Reema Shanavas for that wonderful speech. You made it. Then I would like to thank Munirka, our education leader. He did it in a wonderful way, and I don't have words to thank you. You are doing a lot of efforts to make the programs more colorful, and it all comes in flying colors. MashaAllah. Thank you very much, Munirka. You are taking a lot of time from your valuable time, and is a scientist, a very well-known scientist, and contributing a lot to the community. MashaAllah. Thank you, Munirka. And thank you all the office bearers, Sinaf Bhai, and also to Mustafa and Samadka, and all the listeners and all the members of NANMMA. And congratulations to all the graduates. Keep going and be part of NANMMA and take some load from Munirka and give something, or give some back to the community, and inspire others and support others, and those who are less fortunate, guide them, support them, extend a hand to bring them up. And finally, to Ashiana and Nizmi, wonderful. Thank you very much making this a wonderful event. And to everybody, and I would like to thank all the parents. I would like to say it in Malayalam. നിങ്ങളുടെ തണല്, നിങ്ങളുടെ സംരക്ഷണം, നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രാർത്ഥനകൾ, അതാണ് ഇന്ന് ഈ കുട്ടികൾ മാഷാഅല്ലാ ഈ സന്തോഷത്തിൽ നമ്മളെല്ലാവരും പങ്കുചേരുന്നത് നിങ്ങളുടെ ഈ കുടുംബങ്ങളുടെ സന്തോഷങ്ങളാണ്. And NANMMA want to be a brand with you guys, and I mean part of the families. And we are conducting a lot of programs. Our education camp is going, a lot of things. Munir Kai is doing great job, mashallah. And I congratulate the winners one more time, the graduates one more time. And thank you, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.